Whenever the laws of any state are broken, a duly authorized organization swings into action. It may be called the state police, state troopers, militia, the rangers, or the highway patrol. These are the stories of the men whose training, skill, and courage have enforced and preserved our state laws. In the fight against crime, law enforcement officials are aided in apprehending the lawless through knowledge of typical criminal behavior. This is known as MO, or modus operandi. Occasionally, officials encounter a crime committed in a new manner, or in a variation of an old method. In early September, a truck driver named Buzz Larkin was putting into effect Phase 1 of what he and his accomplices hoped would be a successful crime. The deliberately flattened spare tire was intended to serve later as evidence of the truth of certain statements. The objective of the elaborate plot was the payroll of the Jarman Manufacturing Company.
You're late. We're about closed.
Had a flat.
Go ahead.
Hey, Bud! Hold it just a minute, will you? Where you been? I've been waiting for you for over an hour.
I had a flat.
Sure.
I did. Come on, I'll show you.
Never mind.
Well, let's get your stuff aboard. I've got to roll.
Are you kidding? I can't load that shipment tonight, Buzz. My crew's gone home. You'll have to come back.
Now, wait a minute.
It's not my fault you had a flat. Go stay at a motel.
And leave this rig and cargo out all night? I got a lot of expensive things on that truck. I leave that out and somebody will steal me blind.
All right, you can leave the truck here. The plant's locked and there's 2 watchmen on duty all night. Hey, I got an extra bed at my place. You can stay there if you want to, okay?
Well, I guess I've got no choice. I'm going to pull this rig around the corner and get it out of the way.
Okay.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Charlie.
Pretty soft. Wish all I had to do was sit in a nice, warm office and watch a nice, quiet safe all night.
Well, at least I'll be watching. You'll be sleeping.
Time passed slowly until 5:30 a.m., the hour the criminals had set to strike.
Time to go. We're going through that window right over there. It leads into a storeroom alongside the payroll office. I'll go first and take care of the watch. What about that guy on the gate? Oh, don't worry about him. Easy.
You're right.
Listen, when I worked here, I made a point to find it out.
You're so cocksure. Why do you need that?
Listen, that safe's going to be fat tonight. I want to make sure we get all of it.
And I'd like to see us crash that gate and make tracks.
Yeah, sure. We wouldn't get 5 miles. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to get it and come right back here, get back in these boxes. We'll stay here till that kid brother of yours comes and drives us out. Right under their noses. Understand? Come on. Let's go.
Why'd you have to hit him so hard?
Why don't you get busy on the safe? I'll check the guard on the gate.
Got it.
Good work, Whitey.
That's it.
Let's go.
An hour passed before the crime was discovered. The report reached Highway Patrol headquarters at 7:10 a.m.
I'm Charlie Phelps, watchman here. The patrolman's inside with Tom.
Who's Tom?
Tom Harrison, the other watchman who got hit. He's pretty bad off, I'm afraid.
Tell me, what happened?
I don't know. I can't understand it.
Are you the one who reported it?
When Tom didn't come out at his usual time this morning, I finally got curious, and that's when I discovered it.
And you don't know what time it happened?
No, sir. He was okay at 3 a.m. That's the last time we checked.
Then you didn't see anything strange or unusual around here?
Not a thing. Nobody came in or went out. I'm sure of that.
Well, we're sure somebody slugged Harrison and robbed the safe. Did you send for the ambulance?
Yes, sir. And Mr. Jarman, too. Ought to be here any minute.
Right, I'm going inside. Where is it?
Just parked there. It's at that corner building.
Boy, somebody was vicious, or a jittery amateur. Well, I don't get this. Everything in order except the cash box. This guy was real sharp.
Did you talk to the guard on the gate?
Yeah, I sure did.
His story sounds fishy.
Yeah, there's something fishy around here. Take a look over there. Caught him right in the middle of eating. There's the ambulance. I'll send a man along with him. You stay here. $21.50 to headquarters.
Headquarters, by.
On the Jarman Company job. Get a crime lab expert out here as soon as possible. 10-4?
10-4.
What do you think they'll find out, Mr. Matthews?
A trademark, I hope. Sometimes the experts can tell a safecracker by his work better than they can by mugshots.
Anything I can do to help?
Yeah, give me a list of all the people that ever worked here. When Mr. Jarman gets here, let me know. I'm going to check the grounds.
Yes, sir. I sure will. Mr. Matthews, Mr. Jarman's here. He's getting those employee records you wanted.
Oh, fine, thanks. Well, say, tell me, what time do you watchmen eat?
Midnight, then we take a sort of break, you might say, at 5:30.
Well, that's when it happened.
But it's light then.
Yeah.
Mr. Matthews, I realize this looks pretty bad for me, but I was on the job last night. All night, that's the truth.
I don't doubt it, because if you're lying, you tell me a more believable story.
What beats me is how could anyone get into these grounds and out again?
By squeezing a little. I know guys that would squeeze an awful lot to get into that safe. Anything interesting?
Not so far. Mr. Jarman said there was over 27,000 bucks in that safe.
This place was cased real good.
Morning, Frank, fellas.
What's going on, Charlie? What are the cops doing here?
Somebody broke in last night and cleaned out the safe.
No kidding. Did you catch him?
Got away without a trace.
Well, what do you know?
The man from the lab was here, and Mr. Jarman's pulling out the cards on the past employees.
All right, see if you can hurry him up. Oh, and get me a list of all the people who come into this place. Salesmen, maintenance men, truck drivers, the whole thing. I want it right away.
Right.
Hey, Frank! Why can't you do something about getting my truck loaded? Look at the time. I've got to get rolling. Look, you see all the confusion around here this morning. Cops all over the place asking questions. Everybody up in the air. I'll take care of it as soon as I can.
$21.50 to headquarters.
Headquarters by.
Run a make on the following names. They work for the Jarman company long enough to get to know the routine. Leo Kimball, Dorothy Long, Jim Stone.
Well, you're loaded. Happy now?
Yeah. Think those cops will let me out?
Oh, I'll take care of it.
Get back to me as soon as you can.
10-4.
Say, is it all right to let that truck go through? He's behind schedule, and it's my fault. I couldn't load him last night and made him lay over till today. And with all the confusion around here this morning, why...
Yeah, that's okay.
Say, Mr. Matthews, I've been figuring. Do you think there's any possibility that whoever did this could be hiding somewhere here at the plant?
Anything's a possibility.
Well, they got by me coming in, but I'd just like to see them try and get by me going out.
Man, I mind telling you, I was sweating when that cop was right outside.
Yeah, you worry too much.
I got a reason to. I know what it's like. I've been caught and sent up twice.
That's because you didn't have a smart partner like me calling the shots for you. You got no imagination, Whitey. You and that kid brother of yours stick with me and we'll go a long, long way. Hey, Bud, take it easy. We don't want to get any speeding tickets.
He's somewhere in that file. This job is too well organized to be completely outside.
Yeah, but not a single one of them has a record. Officer Morrison. Yeah, put him on. Hello, Doctor. Yeah? He's going to be all right. He said there were two of them.
Still say you didn't have to hit that watchman so hard.
Oh, stop harping on him, will you? You make me nervous.
Oh, what if he dies?
So he dies. I'm not going to catch up with this. I can't.
Boy, someday you're going to do a stretch, Jim, and then you'll know what it's like. You won't be so cocksure.
Look, Whitey, I'll spell it out for you. I work for the Jarman company, but I haven't got a record. You got a record, but there's no way to connect you with the company. And Buzz, he's just doing his job. Now, we're in the clear, so unwind, will ya?
We're not in the clear till we get to the farm, unload these crates, and buzz us back on the highway. We can get to that side road.
$21.50 to headquarters.
Headquarters by.
Lab man took samples about 45 minutes ago. Check for results. Call me back. 10-4.
10. Hold it. He just came in. Stand by. He says that it looks like the work of any one of 5 known safecrackers. If you can give him a couple of 3 more hours, he may be able to narrow it down for you.
He'll be out of the country by then. Let me have the names.
Well, he says they're just good guesses at this point, but it could be Nathan Jackson, Robert Keno, Whitey Larkin, Paul the Finger Ziegler, and Myron Walsh.
Stand by. What do you got?
That name Larkin was on one of these lists I got from the foreman. Yeah, here it is. Buzz Larkin, truck driver.
Have you pulled the file on those names yet?
I have them right here.
Check Whitey Larkin. See if there's a reference to Buzz Larkin. Call me back. 10-4?
10-4.
It's a long shot.
Sometimes they pay off.
Headquarters to 2150.
2150 by.
There is a reference. Buzz Larkin is Whitey's kid brother.
That's it. 10-4.
10-4.
Hey, Foreman.
Yeah?
That truck driver that left here a while back, was he Buzz Larkin?
Yeah, why?
Where was he headed?
Well, our shipment was going to Pineville.
Then all the cargo on that truck didn't belong to the Jarman Company.
No, only what we put on this morning. He was carrying a half a load when he came in last night. But look, you don't think he was mixed up in the robbery, do you?
Up to his ears.
Well, that can't be. He spent the whole night at my place.
There were 2 crates on that truck, big enough to hold a man.
Now, wait a minute.
Look, it's nothing personal. Remember me? I'm the guy that sent them on their way. Come on.
It's about 50 miles up to Pineville. How far do you think they've got?
20 or 30 miles if they stayed on the highway. They've done pretty well for themselves. I don't think they'd take a chance on speeding. 2150 to headquarters.
Headquarters by.
Get a girl to relieve you. Then get a car. Patrol south from Pineville on 44. Try and pick up the following truck. Here it is. It's a 5-ton stake job. Gray cabin. License George 51446. I repeat, George 51446. There are 3 men in it. They're probably armed. Don't try and do anything yourself. Just keep them under surveillance and call me. 10-4?
10-4.
Here you are, boys. Safe and sound. How about a little COD?
You're not better than that.
Well, don't I even get a look?
You'll get a good look 10 days from now when you quit your job and bring the cars back. Okay, help me get these crates down there out of sight.
No, Bud. You leave those crates alone. We'll take care of them. You get that truck out of here. And don't get itchy and come back before the 10 days are up either. I'm going to take this in the house. I'll be back in a minute.
I figure these 2 are our best bets. We'll cover these first. You take this one. I'll take the one we passed about a mile back. I'll radio for other cars to patrol the highway. Let's go.
You go on to Pineville and make your deliveries like nothing happened, like we planned.
Okay, Whitey.
Once you're on the highway, there's no way they can touch us. Remember that.
Look. $21.50 to $21.14. We spotted the truck on our side road. Meet us. 10-4?
10-4.
All right, come on, get out. What is this? What's the trouble, officer?
Turn around, lean up against there.
Drop part of your load.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you doing on the back road with a rig like this?
Well, I got sleepy. I don't like to stay on the road when I'm punchy, so I pulled off here and grabbed a nap.
8 hours sleep last night wasn't enough for you. Where's your brother?
My brother?
Yeah, that's right, Whitey.
Well, he's up in Canada somewhere, I guess. I don't know. I never hear from him. He's a bum, a jailbird.
Sure trying to follow in his footsteps. Where'd you drop him off?
Who?
Whitey and his playmate.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I haven't got time to play games. Take care of him.
Like that?
Yeah. They're up that road someplace.
Well, that road dead ends up in the hills. If they're going to come out, they got to come out this way.
Let's take a look.
Stone.
Cops, out in front.
Now, look, put that gun away. They may be just looking around. We don't want to shoot a cop.
That's all right for you to say, but I'm a two-time loser. You take the upstairs window, I'll take the down. If they make one false move, shoot. Now, come on, let's go.
Gotta be it. The blankets are still there.
And we're out in the open like clay pigeons. Follow me. Now, this place is deserted. Let's go.
Well, they've gone. They're probably just looking around.
Yeah, let's get those crates out of here before they decide to come back.
Okay. All right, drop it.
Put your hands on your head. Turn around. Okay, put your hands behind your back.
That Trojan horse switch of yours was pretty sharp.
What are you talking about?
It's something I read about in a book once.
I don't get much chance to read.
You will. I'll call an ambulance. See the Highway Patrol in action again next week. Until then, remember, leave your blood at the Red Cross, not on the highway. This is Broderick Crawford saying, see you next week.
Whenever the laws of any state are broken, a duly authorized organization swings into action. It may be called the state police, state troopers, militia, the rangers, or the highway patrol. These are the stories of the men whose training, skill, and courage have enforced and preserved our state laws. In the proper exercise of his duty, the peace officer, in addition to the apprehension of the criminal, must furnish the judiciary with evidence and witnesses to obtain a conviction. On September 12th, a desperate, violent effort was made to drive a wedge between these two branches of law enforcement.
Well, we're all set up. Bring on the haystack. Let's see if we can find the needle. We got nothing to work on. Let's try a routine check. If it looks suspicious, we'll double check it.
And if you find $15,000 in the back seat, you're on the first page.
Yeah.
Attention all units. Additional information on the packing plant robbery. Driver of delivery truck saw a brown and white sedan pulling away from that area at 7:15 this morning. Brown and white sedan headed north.
Figures.
No license number taken, no information as to number or description of occupants of the brown and white car. No clue as to the whereabouts of the missing guard. 10-4.
Well, at least we got a color for the car, if the brown and white car is the getaway vehicle.
We're on time to intercept. If it's a brown and white car, if they're coming this way. If.
Jane, what? I just saw a horrible thing. Dead man. Over there. Phone. I gotta get to the phone.
Who was it, Martin?
I don't know. Hello, operator. Get me the highway patrol. I finished fixing the fence and I was on my way back when I...
Highway patrol.
This is Jensen. Martin Jensen at the farm. My farm. A man just drove a car into Shady Lane Road and dragged a dead body from his car. Left it on my property.
Did you get the license number of the car?
Yes. It was MUY 094. And the car was a brown and white sedan. If you could send one of your men to the highway and Shady Lane Road, I'll show them where the body is.
Oh, Martin, this is terrible. You don't know who it is or anything about it.
No. I gotta get down to the highway and meet that policeman. Don't you go over there, Jane. You wouldn't sleep for a week.
Hello?
This is the Highway Patrol calling. I was just talking with Mr. Jensen at this number.
Yes, I know. I'm Mrs. Jensen. It's about the dead man. Who do you suppose he is?
That's what we're trying to find out. May I speak to Mr. Jensen again?
He isn't here. He went back to the main highway.
It's urgent that we get a description of the man who left the body on your property. Did your husband describe the man to you?
No, he didn't. He just said he saw the man and had to call you.
Thank you, Mrs. Jensen.
If there's anything else I can do.
If there is, we'll call. Thanks again.
We'll check 16. Come on.
Headquarters to 2150.
2150 by.
Report from neighborhood farmer as follows. Saw man in brown and white sedan discard body of a second man, general area highway and Shady Lane Road. Informant waiting for officer at this point. License number of brown and white sedan is Mary Union Young 094.
Describe the guy driving the sedan.
Informant hung up before this could be obtained.
All right, I'll check it.
10-4.
10-4. That should put him between here and Shady Lane Road. Let's go.
How'd it go? Fine. Money's safe. That guard said they won't find him for a long time.
Gotta hand it to you. You sure think things out.
Well, I've always said you should make just as much of a study of the possible evidence and witnesses as you do the layout itself when you're planning a job. If there's any evidence, destroy it. And there should be any witnesses, destroy them too. Sounds brutal, but you gotta think of yourself. Come on.
Mr. Guard, all right?
Yeah, the only witness.
Did you get a good look at the guy that ferried him in?
Yeah.
Can you describe him?
Yeah, sure I can.
Why didn't you do this on the phone when you called in?
Well, they didn't ask me.
All right, give it to me now.
Well, he's about 5'8", medium build, brown hair.
Hello. Good morning. May I see your driver's license and registration certificate, please?
Sure. Is there something wrong?
There's always something wrong. Lester Ruttman. Would you mind telling me where you've been, Mr. Ruttman?
Well, not at all. Dr. Collins and myself have been down to Camp Blair on a conference with some military personnel. That's all I'm allowed to tell you. For further information, you'd have to check Uncle Sam.
We won't bother Uncle today. Mr. Ruttman, thank you for your cooperation.
Don't mention it. Any time at all.
2150 to 1320.
2150 to 1320.
1320, bye.
Body in a gully. Was the guard all right? The guy that dumped him was around, let's say 5'8", had brown hair and a brown suit.
Man answering that description perfectly. Went through the roadblock less than a minute ago, but with a passenger and a red convertible.
He could be one of the suspects. Try and pick him up.
10-4. Let's go.
You stay until our boys get here.
Yeah, sure. I live right up there. I'll take care of things.
Okay, come on, let's go.
Highway patrol car coming this way, picking us up fast.
Why? Why would the highway patrol come after us now? We went through that roadblock with flying colors.
Could be he's on another call.
Now, let's find out. I'll turn off, see if he follows.
He made the turn. He must be tailing us. Now what?
We'll try to lose him.
But if they haven't anything on us...
Well, they must think they have, or they wouldn't be following us. Something's gone wrong. I need a few quiet minutes to think. Hang on.
$13.20 to $21.50. $13.20 to $21.50.
2150, bye.
Lost suspects at the intersection of Maple Avenue and Long Street on the Townsend Hills area. They could have gone in either direction.
You take the North Road. I'll contact the units that cover the South and West. 10-4?
10-4.
Well, I guess we ought to be all right here for a minute while we figure this thing out.
As long as we get it figured out before the highway patrol closes in.
Yeah, what we need now is a reason, Collins. Why did the highway patrol let us through that roadblock? And 2 minutes later come tearing after us.
Been trying to think. I can't come up with the answer.
Yeah, the answer is they found some additional information. About the car, about you, or about me.
Where could they get that?
There are three possibilities. Either somebody saw the car switch, somebody saw me when I stashed the money, or somebody saw me drop the body of the guard.
Yeah. Which?
Well, that shouldn't be too hard to figure out. The money's gone, we'll know somebody saw me hide it. The body's gone, we know somebody saw me drop that.
Mm-hmm. If the money and the guard are still there, somebody saw the car switch.
That's right. Now all we have to do is check them one at a time. Starting with where the guard's buried.
Check them? Are you kidding?
No. Here. Now, the guard's buried here on Shady Lane Road.
Right.
Here's where we went through the roadblock.
Mm-hmm.
This is where we turned back and came back in this direction.
Yeah.
Now, there'll be roadblocks along the main highway and at Dana Pass. But we're in this area here are dozens of secondary roads. The highway patrol can't block them all. So we can cut back into Shady Lane from one of these back roads. Now, the car switch and the money will bring us back to the main highway. And that's going to be risky.
Risky? Be risky to go anywhere. What are we looking for?
The witness, Collins. We got to find that witness. It's our only way out of this.
That place will be crawling with cops.
All right, so we'll give them some time to carry out their routine. Remove the body. Any other objections?
Plenty. I just want to get out of here.
And how far do you think we'd get? Let's face it, Collins, we may be picked up, but it's a long jump from a pickup to a conviction. There's no jury who's going to convict us on something an alleged witness told the police if they can't produce that witness.
I guess it does make sense.
All right, then. Let's just make sure they have no witness to produce.
As the two criminals doubled back in search of a possible witness, the Highway Patrol threw every available unit into the search of the Townsend Hills area.
What do you think will happen?
Maybe they'll try to switch cars again.
It'd be pretty simple to steal a car from one of these isolated farmhouses.
Yeah, it sure would. $21.50 to headquarters.
Headquarters, by.
Instruct all units, maintain roadblock, check all cars in case of a switch. Get on the phone, start calling the farms in the Townsend Hill area. Give them a description of car and suspects. 10-4?
10-4.
Let's see where we stand now.
Don't be so picky. Ooh, such a slobbery horse. Sorry, girl, I gotta go. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Who's that?
I don't know. They hung up just as I got here. Martin.
Well, I don't see anything to laugh about.
If you'd look in the mirror, you would. You've taken on the problems of the whole police force.
You don't understand. I saw that man's face. I can't get it out of my mind.
Martin, you did what any good citizen would do. You saw a criminal act and you reported it.
Yes, but
Now they've taken the body away and it's all over. It's for certain you can't go on suffering and having bad daydreams just because you did the community a service. Besides.
Besides what?
Somebody besides me's got to do some work around here.
You know, you're right.
Let's see, this way is through Dana Pass. They probably know that. If they go south, they're going to run into a bottleneck. Their best bet is north through Townsend Hills.
Headquarters to 2150.
2150 by.
Red convertible reported heading for Dana Pass. 1440, alert to intercept. No license number or description. Another red convertible reported heading north on Highway 12. 1320 checking.
10-4. Now we got more needles in haystacks. Well, so far we've come up with nothing.
Headquarters to 2150.
2150 by.
Another report on a red convertible. This one might be it. Informant described occupants and gave correct license number. Vehicle heading south on Oak Boulevard, vicinity Shady Lane.
We got units in the area?
3460 cruising Morrill Way, about 9 miles north.
Send him to Oak Boulevard. We'll take it from the main highway. 10-4?
10-4.
It's a Shady Lane. That's where we found the body, isn't it?
They'd be crazy to go back there.
Yeah, they sure would. Let's find out.
Gone. Yeah, this nails it down. Somebody must have seen me drag the body in there. Otherwise, they wouldn't have found it so soon.
So?
Let's take a look around this farm. Whoever lives there might have seen him remove the body. They may even know the actual witness.
do you do?
Hello.
We're newspapermen.
Really?
That's right. We understand there's been quite a bit of excitement around here today.
Indeed, there has been excitement. A dead body left in the bushes, and policemen and police cars all over the place.
Well, that's why we're here. We've been sent out to get the full story.
Couldn't you get that from the highway patrol?
From their angle, yes, but we want to do a different type story. You see, the man who buried the body over there has been captured.
Well, serves him right. Martin will be glad to hear that.
Who's Martin?
My husband.
Oh. Well, we're really looking for the witness who saw the criminal bury the body and who notified the highway patrol.
Well, we want to interview him for our newspaper.
Would you happen to know who that witness was?
I sure do. He was my husband.
Could you take us to him?
Yes, he's down in the barn. You must have passed him on the way up. Come on.
What about her?
She's a witness now, same as he is. We can't afford to have any live witnesses hanging around.
Martin, there are a couple of men from the newspaper outside.
What do they want?
To interview you, because you saw the man bury the body of that guard. Looks like you'll be a hero.
I don't want to be a hero. I'm trying to forget this thing. Besides...
Besides what?
How'd they find out about me?
I told them.
Well, you shouldn't have done that.
Why not? The criminal's been captured. Oh, come on, Martin. We'll get our name in the papers.
Sure, we'll be glad when all this excitement's over.
Let me try it. Come on, we haven't time to fool around.
You take the one on the right. I'll keep you covered.
Right.
Matthews, Highway Patrol.
Oh, boy, Mr. Matthews. I'm glad to hear your voice. I was afraid there for a while I'd never get to testify.
Don't worry, nothing will keep you from testifying. Excuse me. See Highway Patrol again next week. Until then, remember, it isn't what you drive, but how you drive that counts. This is Broderick Crawford saying, see you next week.